everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today with Thrifty Thursday and Thrifty Canucks. Please check out my description box below to see info about the hosts of these fun thrifting collaborations here on YouTube. I had the weirdest thrifting day today, so the thrift stuff I have is from like a couple different days that I kind of went out. Today I went out, so we had a busy morning. My daughter had like soccer, and then we went for a walk, and then we ended up like going to a couple of thrift stores, but the one that I went to is it's really common to me that I go to. So my daughter was like, I have to use the washroom. So I said, okay, no problem. So, the drama of every thrift store. Let me show you this book while I'm talking. This is The Field Guide to the Birds of Britain. It's a Reader's Digest. And I'm going to use the cover. I think it's really cool. But anyways. So, my frustration with so many places is the lack of access to bathrooms. Like, does anybody else think that, every human being, not one of us has evolved beyond the basic human need of needing to use a bathroom, right? Why is it that like almost nowhere are there bathrooms that are accessible? So of course you have to go to the front counter to get the key to the secret hidden room, the key that is attached to this gigantic plastic paddle, like, oh my gosh, it's so insane. So like we go to the bathroom, and I've got my card. I had a few things in my heart. I had some stamps, I had a couple of books, I had a piece of fabric, and I can't even remember what else. So like the bathroom is here, the checkout is here, of course. So like, we've got to like zigzag across the store. So I come this way and then I go this way, and right here are the books. And so I'm passing the books and I'm looking and I'm just seeing a ton of beautiful covers of vintage books, like, are beautiful covers, but like my daughter has to go to the bathroom. So there's one woman there and I can tell she's like a collector type or a reseller type, one of those horrible vermin of resellers, right? So I'm just like, okay, just ignore it, go. And then we're walking along and we get to the bathroom. My daughter goes in the bathroom. I go in with her because like she's still little and, she can do most of it herself, but I want to make sure her hands are washed well and her, she's dressed properly. So I come out and my cart is gone. And in its place is a cart with 3 hangers, just hangers in my cart. I'm like, huh. So like the staff didn't take them. I checked. So like someone literally stole my cart, like with all my things in it. I'm like, I was in the bathroom for 2 minutes. So I lost all the stuff that I had thrifted, and I went back to the books and everything pretty much was gone, like from the antiquarian kind of book area. Ugh, yeah, I was just like so annoyed, but you know what? It's okay. These are one of those days where you realize that you can't feel sunshine if you never feel rain. So let's just leave it at that. Blessed be. So this book is beautiful. I really love the illustration style and the more matte pages to it. And I have been pretty darn good about not buying bird books lately. This one I would have bought any day, all the time, forever, because I just like the format and I like the style and the size. So I got this one. I think I got a big bird book coming up too, which I've been saying no to, but I think just the annoyance and stress of like my experience, I was like, I'm getting a bird book, darn tootin'. So I did. Okay. Then I found this book, Afterman, A Zoology of the Future by Dougal Dixon, introductions by Desmond Morris, who's another author who writes really interesting, like, evolutionary kind of writing. And so it talks a bit about evolution, the history of life, and then life after man. And they've kind of like theorized, and these guys are like science nerds, well, scientists really. They've kind of done some theorization of like what life will be like after man. So, there's the history back there. And then we get into, how the world will change. And then the exciting thing is it now goes by mushrooms, the kind of like the different types of environments, right? Temperate woodlands and grasslands on the planet. And then they start to talk about what kind of animals will exist, and I'm literally gonna have to be reborn. Look at the common rabbuk. Is anybody else excited about rabbit llamas? Because I certainly am. Arctic rabbuck, common rabbuck. Can we please have them? Okay, don't look at that. That's naughty bits. But yes, okay. So then we have creatures of the undergrowth. Okay, this is like a leaf frog with a long tongue and like a hedgehog with some weird shell. Testodon oak leaf toad. It's an oak leaf and a toad. Is anyone as excited as I am about this book? Oh my god. The Chirrut, it's like a big long ferret thing. The Tree Dwellers. These things look crazy, scary, with like a weird spike coming out of their face. It's like an aardvark with a beak. These are just the coolest imagination type things. It's kind of like a dinosaur taper. The wetlands. Nice like illustrations of like landscape at the beginning of every chapter, the coniferous forests. So we've got all these weird guys kind of evolving into dinosaur moose or something. Horn heads, the hunters and the hunted. These look like scary, you know, lion, like, I don't know, ferrets or something. And then we have like a squirrel skunk thing, a spine-tailed squirrel. And then the birds that look very raptor parody, like this scary looking teeth. What if things really do evolve to be this scary? Like this is like the migrants, the polar bear, like horned vacuum woolly mammoth thing. This is the future that I want now. It looks so cool. That horn, these horns, they're so cool. The Chirac. Look at the cool dot pattern. These are like naked mole rats that had a baby with a sweet potato. I don't know. I like it though. And then this little guy, he doesn't even look like he should be underground. The sand flapjack. What? The desert shark. Let's hit fast forward on the future. Oh my gosh. These guys all have like baboon butt heads. Like some birds have these already, I think. These like, but these are supposed to be guinea fowl. It's like a turkey's gobble flipped upside down or something. And I love all these like vacuum horns. And then these ones look like weird, you know, like 4 horns all together. It's so strange. And we have like baboon tigers, horain, raboon. This looks like a turtle head on the body of like, I don't know, a sloth. And this is interesting because like these are their theories based on like, you know, evolutionary science, probably to their own, you know, elaboration. But yeah, I like it. It's so cool. These are like elephant hyenas, the Zarander, the Termi. It's like a hippo with a tail. Really neat though. And I know I'm going through this whole book. I won't do this with all of them, but like this one, it's worth it. Look at how cool this is. So strange. Cows with these wild long horns and these weird backs. Okay, that looks like something from the Upside Down. I don't know. Doesn't that look like a Stranger Things bat, like Venus flytrap? I'm kind of scared. It's called the Fleur. The Fleur has glands around its mouth that produce a sweat-smelling secretion that is attractive to insects. So yeah, that's exactly what they're like, a bat that's also a Venus flytrap. Now this bird's like, I'm still normal, guys. There will be something for you to cling to when you get here to the future. So yeah, then, you know, they talk about the destiny of life, and then we get into the glossary, and then the tree of life and animal families, and then we have an index. This guy is the author. So Dougal Dixon here with one of his models. He studied geology and paleontology at the University of St. Andrews, where he continued as a research student. to revise the standard work of the paleogeography of the British Isles. The paleogeography. In recent years, he's worked in publishing and has contributed numerous articles about earth science and evolution to encyclopedias and popular science books. Model making and the creation of animated films occupy much of his spare time. The idea of writing about evolution, looking forwards rather than backwards, was not a sudden inspiration, but has been evolving in the author's mind ever since his college days. So he's pretty creative and cool, right? Like, that's neat to see, like, the, you know, the blend in someone of, like, their science background and working in the movies and, you know, just being interested in evolution. Okay. Then I found this little calendar. Okay, like, the other thing at my thrift store, this particular one that's annoying me, they started sticking these evil stickers on the cover of the books. And I'm just like, you guys... driving me up a wall with your weird... What I think it is, okay, is I think people are being dishonest. So for a while, like, so they have these cabinets where they put books that, you know, the book lady, who's a lady who has some background in books or book selling or something, you know, probably being an antique seller or something. She, this is, by the way, a Robert Bateman Bird calendar from 96, but I'm using it for the pictures, obviously. She values the books, and some go in a cabinet with, like, their own little weird price, like, card, and then others are priced on the books. They used to just write the price inside, but now they've started putting stickers and, like, I think it's because people are taking the normal little stickers off or something. I don't know what is going on, but I really just like when dishonest people make it more annoying for all of us. So yeah, getting grumpy about that. Let me get the rest of my stuff. Okay, so, oh, that's my daughter's. So yeah, for those of you who are interested, this is my daughter's weird... This is my daughter, okay? So, like, this is some kind of a weird jet plane thing. And again, with these stickers, they're the worst. I'll have to scrub this whole thing anyways. But, like, the back of it turns, and it's like an airplane with a chainsaw on the front. Like, this is absolutely... oh, it has two chainsaws. Like, this is my daughter right now. Like, kids have the most demented, like, play ideas. I mean... I don't know what's going on with kids. So this, I found this little, so, you know, if you guys know me, if you've been around for a while, you probably heard me talk about I am a vintage toy collector. I have another YouTube channel I rarely update these days, called Specularia. It is linked in my description box below, I believe. And so, like, I've collected vintage toys since... always, pretty much. Definitely since I was a teenager, and I have a lot of... First, I collected older stuff, like 50s, 60s. Then I got really into... Because, like, I didn't know. It didn't really occur to me, maybe because you never think anything is cool when you've been alive for it or something. So, like, in the 80s and 90s, right, like, toy manufacturers... That was the peak. That was the peak of toys. And I didn't learn that until maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago. And then I became, like, obsessed with getting all things, like, from my own youth, like Popples and My Little Pony, you know, Generation 1 figures and all these different things. So, like, nowadays that I have children, and also I'm trying to be, I am a maximalist, simple, like, truth, but I'm trying to be a little less so. I'm trying to be like, I don't need to collect all these things, because one day I'm going to want to pick up my things and go somewhere, and I'm not going to make it easy on myself if I have 8 million things. So I know that one day I'll do something with all these old toys. I'll probably sell some of them. I don't know what I'll do, but until that time, every now and then I'm going to get a few because they truly bring me joy. And this is a lovely old owl. It's a plushie. I have to clean him, obviously, but he's very sweet. So this is a Dakin. So it's made in San Francisco, and it is from 1975. And isn't it just the most charming, sweet little thing ever? Like, I don't know. It just really... I saw it, and it's like there were these racks, these square cube racks, and its head was jammed like this through one, and I was like, what are they doing to you? So I got him, and he's come home with me. Then this is the book, the bird book, that I was like, I've been saying no to you, I've been doing it, but then I was traumatized by my cart theft and the reseller who came from nowhere to steal all the books. Look at the cover, I didn't even see that. Yes, see, I was rewarded for my sadness at the store. So like, this is a beautiful book though. I honestly think I should get it anyways because it is really nice. It's got these full pages. Like, there's a lot. Is this Time Life? Illustrations by Ad Cameron. Maybe it's not Time Life. There are some Time Life books. This is Peerage books. But there's some Time Life books like this of like botanicals on these big sheets. So it's kind of reminiscent of that. And then like you kind of get this sort of thing every now and then where they give you a whole bunch of bird, you know, all the beaks, all the feet, all this, all that, all the feathers, the groups. But then you get into just lots of nice images. So like full pages or fussy cuts. Or this bird here, I really love emus. I think they're the funniest bird. So there was this cartoon, I don't remember what it was called, but it had an evil blue emu on it, and like I watched it as a kid and I don't remember what it was. But now, have you ever seen the YouTube channel, maybe I'll remember to link it below, Useless Farm? So it's a rescue farm, and this woman has two of these emus, and one is lovely, this boy, I forget his name, it might be like Harold or something, but then there's Karen, and you know, like they use the name that's used for a lot of difficult women. So her name is Karen, and she's always trying to attack the lovely woman who runs the Useless Farm, and she's like, you just see this big swooping neck, and they make this weird like whoosh sound, and like she'll grab, like it will land its neck in her hand, kind of like this, like it knows that's what the whole thing is. Like, and then one day, it was so funny, I can't remember, she put like a little hat on her from like a doll, and like it made the bird be nice for a day. It was so strange. But yeah, check out Useless Farm if you've never seen it, because it's the funniest. Like, I could watch her videos over and over. They're so funny. I think I do, like I watch her reels many times. I love her. She's very funny. So yeah, look how pretty these are, right? Aren't they beautiful? So I've been good with the bird books, but this one was just too amazing. And some kind of a bird person, a birder, had been at the store, I think, had dropped off these books recently, because there was lots of bird books. But it makes me like not want to know what antique books I missed out on. But that's the luck of the draw, right? We have to be patient and just go with what happens. I've had people like take things out of my cart before I still think about. So like one of my favorite vintage kind of things ever, like, is the combination of the colors pink and red together. And I found the most beautiful vintage dress that was pink and red, that was just, you know, you find an outfit and you're like, oh, I am gonna look so cute in this. So someone stole it from my cart when I went to the washroom, and my husband, who like does not pay attention, had the cart, and he was like looking at records, and that's why he doesn't pay attention, because he's got his head buried in records, because we all have our things and records are his. He's like he's a DJ, he's a record digger, that's just what he does, and he's very passionate. So they stole my dress out of my car. I came back and I'm like, where's my dress? And I like barked at him, and he's like, what dress? What are you talking about? I was just like, so I think I wandered the store looking for the person, but I didn't find them. I mean, I don't know what I would have done anyhow if I had found them, because like I'm not really into conflict, but like I might have tried to steal it back. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this book. Okay, I've gotten this book in the past. I've probably used like 3/4 of it. If you ever see this book, get it. It's awesome. It's how to hold a crocodile and how to do a whole bunch of other weird stuff. So in it, okay, how to make friends with a ferret. We're going to need that in the future when we have these weird ferrets, right? How to use fire sticks. How to do an arabesque, you know, if you ever want to be a ballet person. How to attract birds. How to calculate compound interest. Oh, that takes me back. How to date the year. How to name an animal family. how to measure your own body, how to play the castanets. I need this. Would you believe? Okay, I'm obsessed with trying to learn to play the castanets. What is going on with the irony of my day? I literally bought 2 things of castanets ever since I watched a video with, oh my goodness, what is his name? He's a YouTuber who makes videos. He finds videos online that he likes, like usually on TikTok, of like something like a cat meowing, and then he'll make a song with it. Why am I forgetting his name? You know, I will try to link him down below because he's so cool. So like he recently made a video. There are these 3 brothers that look like they're probably from somewhere, I'm gonna guess in like Indonesia, and they make this really cool song, and they all have they're all like, they have dwarfism, the 3 of them, and they are like, I hope that's the right term, I think it is. I believe dwarfism and little people are the 2 politically correct terms for people with the condition, but they are so cool. They might even be Mongolian, actually, now that I'm remembering. So there's 3 brothers, and he just made a song, and I was so into how the castanets sound, that like tick, 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 you know, like that sound. So yeah, I need to put a bookmark in here because we're gonna learn to play the castanets, and maybe one day I'll make a video where I can annoy you with castanets, and this little girl will show me how to play the castanets. So how weird is it that I found that? But yeah, it's got really cool graphics too. So first of all, I made like a journal that was like a Trivial Pursuit box journal a while ago, and I used some of the images in here. How to hold a pigeon. Yeah, so how to bring in the boar's head. I don't want to do that, but look at the illustrations, right? Aren't they neat? And the cool thing is, like, there's a how-to for like every possible topic. How to make dandelion wine. So if you're making an herbology book or something, right? There's always something neat in this book. So I'm happy to have a new copy. Okay. Next thrifty bag. Okay, so this is actually not necessarily thrifting. I went to the antique store yesterday because I was looking for a couple of things. I didn't find what I was looking for, but I did find some things. But I've also realized that I am ruined for the antique stores now because I refuse to pay the prices of resellers now. It's just gotten to the point where you're like, what? So they had like, this was from the thrift store. These are labels. There's an antique store that I go to that has a thrift store with it, and so I will go to the thrift store, and I found these grungy, fun, I think they're tickets, but they might be labels. They might be sticky. I'm not exactly sure, but I just love that they're grungy, at least on the outside. The inside probably isn't, but I love the color. They do have a hole you can punch in them, and they're just something a little bit different. They also had red ones, but I went with blue and green for a change. And then I found a My Little Pony, and it's the boy ponies, the ones that had the woolly feet. So this one's got a little bit of what they call pony cancer right here in the tail, and I'll be able to fix that. I actually know how to reroot the hair and do all sorts of restoration on these ponies. What will I do? I don't know. I definitely will take the rusty bit out of here and possibly reroot the tail and the hair. But yeah, isn't he lovely? He's so cute. And I found one other My Little Pony. I know this is outside of the realm of junk journaling, but like, it's okay. This is Thrifty Thursday. Thrifty Canucks, we're allowed. So this is a flutter pony. I don't normally get these. I do have extra wings for these. Just kind of press that and like the wings will kind of flutter. But I love her markings. And you can also, some people who don't, you know, they're not purists, you can remove these too. But yeah, isn't she just super pretty? Yeah. So she'll go in my collection. Then I found this. So I only bought from booths that had like 50% off sales and weren't priced like cuckoo bananas. So this is a vintage tea towel. The recipes of the Cornish countryside. So we have this beautiful countryside up here with poppies and other wheat and stuff. We have a recipe for pea soup, stargazy pie. Stargazy pie. Isn't that cute? And sorrel puree, gooseberries in a saffron and honey custard, Cornish fairings, and then down here we have a little kind of a kitchen scene, all cotton, British made. I love all the poppies everywhere. Little kitty cat. So yeah, that is a lovely score. I really love vintage tea towels. I like making journal covers out of them. I made a lovely Greenwich journal from I released the Crafton kit for her Greenwich kit, and I really like doing that with one of those. Then I got some antique paper dolls. This is Joan and Janet and their clothes. So that might be something that I digitize. I have to do a little more research on these, but I think they are old enough to be able to scan and share. They're so cute. Then I found this large cabinet card. Take it out of its plastic so that I don't have the glare on it to show you the glare. So this is a lot of the times how I make up my journal together kits, is like a lot of vintage and antique stuff that I do, and I could share them. So look at the little girl with her hair bows and the little doll, and I love her hair. It's so neat. But they're just lovely looking people, right? Beautiful family. This is, I can't read that. So little. I'll probably be able to see it if I scan it, but I can't see what the label is for that cabinet card. Usually it has the name of the place or the company that did the photo. Sometimes it has both. And then I got this one, another cabinet card. Okay. And this is beautiful. This is Edward Harrison, Pembroke, Ontario. I wonder, is this a Harrison as well? No. It looks like it says Handy Fine. I think it does. But anyways, there's a nice embossed floral around her, and like, look at this the clips on her outfit and the ruffles there. Isn't she gorgeous? And then I found this. This is a whole pack of Wacky Races, color form. These let me grab one so you can see. So these are 1971 Hanna-Barbera. And so like they're Kenner color slides for use with Kenner's Give a Show projector. So it was a children's projector from Hanna-Barbera. Or sorry, not Hanna-Barbera. This is from Hanna-Barbera, but Kenner, which is a classic like 70s, 80s kids toy company. So this one is Tweety and Sylvester Up the River. We got Josie and the Pussycats in Spellbound. And we got Heckle and Jekyll in Nothing to Crow About. Bozo the Clown in Cool Idea. Mighty Mouse in Magnetic Personality. Bugs Bunny and Bugs Bunny Rides Again. Space Cadets in Bonafide Detective. I never even heard of the Space Cadets. Huck Finn in Can You Pop This? Harlem Globetrotters in Pinpoint Accuracy. These will be good for my vintage journals that I'm going to make. Motor Mouse and Autocat in Oops. Chattanooga Cats in Case Closed. Scooby-Doo in Fogbound Hound. Yosemite Sam in Out of My Mind. Daffy Duck in Imprudent Student. Got Goonie Bird in Rare Snare, and Penelope Pitstop in Soggy Setback. So yeah, they're fun, and I love how colorful they are. They're really fun. And then the last thing I got, I think, from this place, I have one more little bag of things, this is the little gnome from the cartoon Naughty. You know, the little gnome guy? How cute is that, right? I mean, they're both gnomes, but he's like the elder gnome in the Naughty village. Noddy, Naughty, the little elf or whatever. So yeah, I do collect like little things like this. This is probably, I'm going to guess, probably Japanese. It's super cute. I think it's missing probably boots. I think they potentially have broken off because this to me looks like glue. So these are the kind of things that come home with me because I'm just like, oh, you're too sweet to be left to, you know, not be loved by anyone. Okay. Back to maybe junk journal stuff again. Okay, so my local thrift store, I went earlier this week and I got some cute linens. That's a really sweet one, right? I love the embroidery. It's so bright and beautiful. And then this one, these are 50 cents, 49 cents, these linens. All of the napkins and things. It's just got a simple little, you know, floral down here. And then I found a packet of self-sealing, these are like lamination pouches for 50 cents. And some black acrylic Sargent Art paint. What is this? Oh, okay, yeah. And I found some really nice, this is probably, you know, something for Indian clothing because there's a large South Asian population around where I live. So yeah, how beautiful is that? Beautiful lace. And then I got 2 bags of these clips, and I think they're pretty cool. So I'm gonna play with them a little bit to see what I can use them for. But initially my thought is they'd be kind of great for being a removable spine dangle, right? You could put your spine dangle on this and clip it on your spine. I think you might need to bend this outward, potentially. Like if this were clipped on a book spine, it would go like that. Oh, actually no, you wouldn't bend it. You would keep it up like so, so it would sit above that. But I have a couple other ideas for these too. They're just these nice little strong clips. Like that in itself is kind of useful, just to have these strong clips. And they were Purple Tag Day, so they were half off, so I paid $1 for the 2 bags of those. These bags over here. And then oh, I got this little pack of playing cards that was really random, and I ended up paying 50 cents for it. So it's positive affirmations. I'm gonna throw this away. But there were some of these cards that were in it too, like that were like in the little, it was in like a little plastic container, and I found the case for these, but then I just put those in there too because these were the only ones there, and I thought no one is going to miss these. But these have things on them like, I refuse to give up because I haven't tried all possible ways. I am love, I am purpose, I was made with divine intention. I don't sweat the small stuff. Like just little things. And I think sometimes it's nice to put a little intention or something in a book. And, you know, if you didn't want to use the verses, this is a really cool card. It's just a nice, you know, card. And these, of course, are just classic kind of nice vintagey feeling cards. Okay, then this is a pack of 2 curtains that were, they are measured 50 by 80, and they're just white cotton, and they have these nice big loops on them, and I got them for $4 from my local thrift store, and I'm going to eco-print them and hang them somewhere, probably in my bedroom, because I have already got a nice eco-printed my duvet cover and my pillowcases. I did them last year, and I want to do the same with my curtains. And then this, let me open it here. Okay, this is a pattern for embroidery of flowers, and it's been fully embroidered. It's all embroidered. So look how pretty that is. So that would be really nice. You could obviously cut them apart or use the whole thing. It's on Aida cloth that's been finished. It's been stitched around. So yeah, that's cool. And then I got this fabric. So this is Flying Geese foundation for a crib quilt. I just like the fabric, and I think I might even make my daughter a dress out of it. It's just so cool. Like, it would obviously be great for a sewing journal, you know, but I do like to live in a haute couture kind of way through my daughter, so I might do something with that. We'll see. I need to make her some new dresses anyways, and I got this actually for that purpose, because she is, she loves Pikachu. So I found this Pikachu Pokemon fabric at the, it's a twin bed sheet. And I'm going to wash it and make her a dress out of it. And it's all just Pikachus and like little Pokemon Pokeballs. So I think she's going to freak out when she sees it. It's really cute. Yeah. Okay guys, so that's my thrift haul. I think I was a little wordier than normal. But you know, this is what we like to do, right? We can chat and thrift and have fun. So until next time, I hope the thrifting fairies are with you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.